a mysterious toxic fog suddenly burst out onto a Paris street, killing over 100 people in mere seconds. What terrified Matthew even more was that an even denser cloud of the poison was drifting toward him from the next block. There was no time to think. Matthew bolted, following the panicked crowd, but the fog spread faster than anyone could have imagined. He rushed back home in a frenzy and yanked his wife away from the window, just in time, as the toxic haze engulfed the view outside. Going downstairs was certain death now. With no other option, Matthew dragged his wife upstairs, leaving their daughter behind. Thankfully, Sarah's purification pod still had backup batteries, which would keep her safe from the smoke, for now. The couple reached the upper floors and frantically banged on their neighbors' doors. Mr. and Mrs. Ainge, who lived in the penthouse, opened up and let them inside. The moment she stepped in, Anna rushed to the intercom to contact their daughter. When she confirmed the smoke hadn't infiltrated the pod, she finally let out a relieved sigh. The two couples stepped out onto the balcony together. By now, the entire street below was swallowed in the murky haze. All the low-rise buildings were completely drowned in smoke. The only silver lining was that the fog appeared to have stopped rising. An unexpected bit of good news. But Anna soon realized a new problem. Their daughter's purification pod only had 4 bars of battery left. If they didn't replace it in time, the smoke would seep into the pod that very night. Hearing this, Matthew decided to head to the rooftop to look for a rescue team. Grabbing a pair of binoculars, he opened the window and climbed onto the balcony, then carefully scaled the drain pipe to the roof. But once he looked through the binoculars, hope faded. There was no sign of any rescue teams. Worse, the entire city of Paris was now smothered in the fog. Aside from a few scattered individuals hiding on rooftops like him, there wasn't a soul in sight. Devastated, Matthew returned to the elderly couple's apartment. With no access to the outside world, Ainge pulled out an old radio he'd saved for decades, hoping to catch a news broadcast, but it had long since stopped working. Watching this, Matthew quietly stepped outside the apartment. He crouched near the stairwell where the smoke had stalled, and gathering his courage, stuck his right hand into the cloud, swirling it around. Then he brought it to his nose and sniffed. Nothing happened. His body was unaffected. That's when he realized something critical. As long as the toxic fog wasn't inhaled, it couldn't harm humans. With this discovery, Matthew told Anna that when the pod's battery died, he would hold his breath and run downstairs to replace it. But Anna immediately shut down the idea. They lived on the 2nd floor. Just getting there and back would take 4 minutes of breath holding, plus another minute to swap out the battery. Matthew paused, and it hit him. They weren't capable of holding their breath that long. But as the thought sank in, a new idea began to take shape in his mind.